In Forney, the cleanup continues at an amazing pace, we are told. To show you just how fast the debris from Tuesday's tornado is being removed, we want to go to CBS 11's JD Miles, and that's certainly encouraging news. At least it's the beginning of rebuilding out there. JD?
Wow, Tracy, what a difference 2 days makes. The place where I'm standing just yesterday was 4 to 5 feet high of a pile of bricks and mortar and walls all crumbled over this foundation. And as you can see here at the Enix family home, it has been wiped clean in only 2 days. Now, unfortunately, the family says the only possessions worth saving were clothes. And while this neighborhood is still overwhelmed with debris piles like this one, the city is actually overwhelmed now with donations. And in a grand gesture that's rarely seen in natural disasters like this, we've learned that the city officials in Forney plan to distribute excess relief supplies to other tornado-ravaged cities. 2 churches in Forney continue to receive truckloads of water and food, along with clothing and pretty much anything else you would find in a house. The relief effort has gone so well, most of the donations will not even fit inside some of these churches. Forney's mayor tells us he will start sending supplies to Royce City, Lancaster, and Kennedale if those communities want and need them.
We're going to keep it as organized as we can. You know, my ideal would be not to give it to just one community, but let's try to, since we have so much, let's try to spread it out to several communities.
Now back here live, you can see the Enix family and others out here still finishing a day of a lot of hard work trying to salvage whatever they can and clean up the mess out here. Coming up at 5, we'll introduce you to some of these families who have traveled from as far away as Louisiana to bring gifts to these tornado victims. We'll find out why they are compelled to do so much. Live in Forney, JD Miles, CBS 11 News.
Really neat to see the big hearts of folks. Thanks so much, JD.
The cleanup, we understand, is picking up steam in Forney. That's just east of Dallas. That was one of the hardest hit areas as well. CBS 11's JD Miles covering that for us live at 5 from Forney. JD, what's going on?
Doug, you can see for yourself the remarkable progress being made clearing these destroyed homes. Look at this. This family has taken the rubble of what was their home and cleared it off the foundation in just under 2 days. And now a lot of debris sits in front of streets here waiting to be picked up by the city. The city that now faces another unexpected problem from Tuesday's tornado. It's not just debris that the tornado-ravaged city of Forney is drowning in. It's also donations.
Gatorade, cleaning supplies, baby wipes, stuff like that.
From fellow residents like Carissa Sizemore.
Because this is my home, this is my community.
2 churches are overflowing with everything from plywood to potato chips and flashlights to fresh fruit. Even after most affected families have received supplies, the boxes and crates keep coming. Sally Ford and her 2 daughters brought new backpacks all the way from Louisiana.
Because I wanted to help kids have a better life.
This week we saw in the news about the tornadoes here, and we're on our way to Killeen, Texas to visit family. And so we said, well, why don't we stop by?
But with more aid than the victims here will probably need, the city of Forney is doing something rarely seen in natural disasters like this and sending its donations to other North Texas cities ravaged by tornadoes.
My ideal would be not to give it to just one community, but let's try to, since we have so much, let's try to spread it out to several communities.
It's so great now that we've had so much here that we can reach out to other communities.
Now, I just spoke to an insurance adjuster out here a few minutes ago. He says that insurance companies still have not come up with a total estimate on all the damage caused by Tuesday's tornado, but they are urging tornado victims to file their claims as soon as possible. Live in Forney, JD Miles, CBS 11 News.
In Forney, it was another long day of cleaning up for dozens of families, and we have also learned the city has too much of one thing, and that is donated relief supplies. Most of the donations now will not fit inside 2 churches that have been designated as relief sites in Forney. City's mayor tells CBS 11's JD Miles that he hopes to send the extra supplies to other tornado-ravaged cities, including Lancaster and Kennedale.
We're going to keep it as organized as we can. You know, my ideal would be not to give it to just one community, but let's try to, since we have so much, let's try to spread it out to several communities.
As many as 24 homes in Forney sustained severe damage.